Hello everybody, and welcome to Rampant Nights. I am your host Cam, and with me today is our special guest, Mighty C13, known for his CV2 and video partnership with a little bit of wizardry.
Hello everyone.
How are you doing today, Mighty?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I'm excited to start off the series. It'll be a good one with you on top. How did you first get into Rec Room in the first place?
Well, it all started because I got invited to a friend's birthday party, like in, some of you would call it freshman year. They invited me over to their place, and one of the friends brought their PlayStation VR. And I had a PlayStation at the time, and I didn't even know PlayStation had a VR. And I was like, okay, well, this is super cool. So I put it on, I got to try on the headset, played a bit of like Job Simulator and stuff. This like Shark Tank game where you'd like go under the water, like inside of a shark cage. And I had already heard about Rec Room from like a long time ago. It might have been like either like a Jacksepticeye video or a Dan TDM video. I can't remember. So yeah, I ended up getting my own PlayStation VR, and I just got right into Rec Room like right after that.
Why did you get into CV2? Like, CV2 is such a specific thing and part of Rec Room, and it takes a lot of work. So I guess how'd you get into that in the first time?
When I first started playing Rec Room, I visited these custom rooms like back in like 2018 where there wasn't animation chips. Now in Rec Room there's animation chips. Things can be animated and like moving around however you want, but back then it was just pistons and rotators, and people made these huge creatures with like pistons and rotators. I just thought it was like so cool how someone could do something like that, and I'm like, that is something I will never do. And then funny enough, like a couple years later, CV2 came out. I think it was like 2020. I kind of just started messing with it and using a bunch of different chips and learning how they worked. Started making stuff on my own, and I had already started like my YouTube channel a little while like before that too. So I started making like CV2 tutorials, and it all kind of just picked up from there.
Yeah, it all evolved so quickly. It's crazy the changes that Rec Room has made with their coding and whatnot. So you happen to be the very first video partner that we have on the show. That's a pretty big achievement to have on your resume. What is that like to be a video partner, I suppose?
4 years ago now, I think. It's been a while. When the first batch of video partners became like verified like video partners in Rec Room, I was part of that first batch. And it was all really new to all of us. Like it kind of happened really fast. Like we didn't hear anything about it, and then all of a sudden, boom, and like the staff members were like DMing me and all the other video partners, what would you like your support a creator code to be? And it has to be 4 letters or more. So I'm like, okay, easy, Mighty, because easy to remember for someone like me. I mean, my name. I'm not
someone of the stature, this is the Mighty. Yeah. It fits him well. Yeah, I got a flashback while you were talking, actually. You made a room. I remember this a long time ago. This might be unrelated, but you had a room with a bunch of other, like, I think Chubby Snail and some other, like, video partners were in there, too. Wasn't there a room you guys made where it was, like, YouTube video, like, headquarters or something? I can't remember if that had any part of it.
Kind of, in a way.
Kind of, yeah.
So there used to be the old Film Academy. People like Soulfox, Harry Manlegs, Bothia, and other well-known... It was mostly them, actually. It was mostly them 3. Taught the film graduation classes. Like, if you've ever seen anybody with a red gown before, that's...
Yeah.
Like from the Film Academy, or what turned into the Video Creation Center, which is what Harry Manlegs passed down onto me and Energetic Ruth. Like, they were stepping down, they didn't even really know what to do with it, but we were still like teachers at that point of the Film Academy.
Yeah.
So he's like, you guys can do whatever you want with this, but I don't know if we can stick with the name Film Academy since it's not official anymore from like Rec Room official. It was still an official class. So I taught maybe 2 or 3 different classes for that. I have a couple gowns, and we just teach people how to make videos in VR in Rec Room. It's funny because I actually was a teacher for Chubby Snail. I taught him, and he was one of my students. Yeah.
You did a lot of tutorials back in the day, all of those CV2 tutorials, and I gotta ask, which one do you think was your favorite?
My favorite is also my most viewed tutorial and video like on my channel. How to control players and objects with the command of your hands. I don't remember what the title was exactly, but it's up
Yeah.
there somewhere on my channel. Where basically like it would detect what hand is where compared to your other hand, and it would move objects, and it's like telekinesis pretty much.
Yeah.
And
that's super cool.
that video, oh my gosh, I think it's like something over 150,000 views, which is nothing compared to your views, but it's my most viewed video on my channel. No, this guy's in the millions.
Did that CV2 ever get put in any rooms of yours, or I can't remember?
I didn't put it in any rooms, but I did make an invention out of it, and it is up there somewhere on my profile. I think it's just called like the Force or something. I don't remember.
Yeah. Hey man,
it's pretty
cool,
straightforward.
It's a very cool subject and thing to go over. And one more thing to go over. I don't even know if I can go over it with you anymore because, well, I was gonna ask of all things, why be a wizard? But where's the wizard gone, Mighty? What happened to him?
Oh, yeah, okay, right. I explained this in one of my videos recently. I say recently, but it's like a year ago, because people wanted to know why I became a wizard, so I kind of explained it. Basically, the white wizard hat, nobody really wore wizard hats in general.
Yeah.
And I liked the color white, like I just thought it looked cool. So I put on like the Jumbotron white fit and just made a fit with that, and I just became known as like the circuit wizard guy. Which is funny
pretty cool
because
label.
a couple of years after I was doing that stuff, this guy named Swagamuffin kind of showed up. And he works for Rec Room. He's a staff member, and he does the exact same thing with the white wizard hat and like the beard and stuff. So people were both calling us the circuit wizards, and people would actually get us confused all the time.
That's the worst part, is that I think I got. Do you remember how we met? It was. I'm almost.
It was a while ago. We've known each other for so long.
We've known each other for what, 3 years now, maybe?
Yeah, like
something like that. It's crazy. When I was introduced to you, I was like, oh yeah, I've seen him before. I saw him on the community board one time. That was just not you. It was not you. That was Swagger. One final question I got for you. This is a real juicer. I've been inactive. You've been inactive a little less. You have to have made some kind of freaky invention with CV2 that just blows your mind. What we gotta know about it, Mighty.
I do have something I could show you, and for whoever's watching, I have this invention that I made, and it's like a mind-reading invention. Pretty much, if you take your like hand or anything and you put it up to your head, like you're just like thinking really hard or something like that,
pose,
and you like look at somebody, it can like read their @name, their display name. So I made it so you can like look at somebody and like almost like read their mind. It just like shows their info about them pretty much.
Yeah. That's
to like
wild.
learn about them.
How do you want to show us how to make that? I gotta figure it out.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, perfect. Stay tuned for the next video, and we will be right back showing you how to mind read with Mighty C13.
I got the invention in my maker pen. I could spawn it and show you all exactly how it works. When you look around, it's like... Also, it shows their local time zone. It's pretty simple. Get the player that you're hitting with the raycast, you wire that to the get player time zone, and the format, there's a special thing you can do with formatting.
All right, I gotta see where you're from.